What is up, Valley Barbell Legends? Today is the first video of a series that I wanted to start doing, and I'm going to be uploading these on YouTube. I feel like obviously now I have more time since we had to close our physical gym location. I have more time to make content that'll be useful for new athletes, intermediate athletes, and/or advanced athletes as well. I'm going to be showing you all different exercises that we use in training and/or different variations that we use to help build either a stronger squat, a stronger bench, and a stronger deadlift. So I'm going to go ahead and start today with the squats. And today I'm going to be going ahead and showing you the tempo squat. And the next time that I go over squats, I'm going to go ahead and show you the pause on the way up squat, and then I'll show you also the SSB variation that we do as well. Even though you guys probably already know what SSB are, there might be some new athletes that don't know why you use it or how you properly use it, which could definitely be beneficial for them. So again, the first video, I'm going to show you guys the tempo squat. We do it pretty much the same as any other person does it, or any other coach or athlete, actually do it in their training. But we add a little bit of a difference that I've been using recently, because initially when we were doing the tempo squats, we would do tempo on the way down, slide pause in the bottom, and then we would just come up normally, because that's typically what people do when they do tempo squats. Well, I kind of changed that. I decided to do tempo on the way down, a slight pause in the bottom, and then tempo on the way up. So I usually prescribe these at 5-1-5, which means that the lifters have to go with lighter weight. You don't want to push these too heavy initially, but eventually your tempo squat will probably catch up to your regular squat, which means that your regular squat, when you're using that stretch reflex out of the hole, is probably going to be a lot better. So let me go ahead and show you guys how to do it. The variation that we use is tempo squat 5-1-5. So I mean, it's pretty much on the way down, it's the same as any other tempo squat. You're going to go ahead and set up under the bar, unrack, you'll set up, and then when you're squatting, it's 5 down, one pause, and then you slow it down on the way up, 5 up. So that causes your body, because think about it, you got to think about it, you're thinking about, okay, I got to go up 5 seconds on the way down, I got to pause it, and then I got to go 5 seconds on the way up. Your body is consistently under load the entire time. Okay, so your quads, you can, if you do these, you can feel everything. You can probably feel every fiber of your muscles whenever you're squatting. These are painful. It does feel like you're running out of air, you're running out of oxygen, simply because you're under tension the whole time. Especially if you hold your brace like me, you're not breathing the whole time. You're holding your air in. It can get a little difficult. You can get a little bit dizzy. But overall, this variation, I feel like it teaches you, one, to know where you are at every point of the squat, and two, I feel like it helps you get past all those sticking points. It helps you push through it. Now, yes, the weight is not as heavy, but it teaches your brain, like if you're struggling, like if you ever are one of those lifters where it has to be fast all the time in order for you to get the lift, and you struggle, when it slows down, can't push past it, this variation is probably the best for you in order to get past that point. It teaches you how to push past that point whenever you get stuck. So These, I feel like you could obviously progressively overload them. I wouldn't go heavy at first. It just depends also how much volume you're typically getting on squat, um, your rep ranges. I typically start my lifters at either fours. I've even done sixes with these, but obviously those lifters are going lighter. I would be very cautious when selecting the weights for these though, because it can get very tiring, very painful, and very fatiguing real quick. Um, and if you're doing this variation, I highly recommend that you're not trying to push your regular comp squat on the same week. Obviously, like this would be your main focus. This would be your comp squat. Now, the downside to these though is I have noticed that some lifters tend to take this and carry this over to the regular squats, so they start tempoing their squats, which is not ideal. Like, well, their comp squats, they start tempoing them. You don't want it to carry over like that. This is just supposed to teach you how to stay tight and at what point you are at every single point of the squat. So use these at your own discretion. If you have any questions, you can go ahead and feel free to message us on Instagram. And yeah, thanks for watching, guys. I'm going to be coming out with